Alright, what is going on, everybody? And today I am back here with another NBA talk video. I think this is going to be the third one I've done this year. I did one on the Melo trade, I did one on the Dwayne Wade signing, and we had another big trade in the NBA today. Eric Blesoe was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks for a protected first-round pick and Greg Monroe. Now, immediately, honestly, I think the Bucks win this trade. I'm just going to say it out now, and I think pretty much 99% of you are going to agree with me. The Bucks get definitely a top, I guess we could say, top 12 point guard in the NBA. Blesoe honestly could make a push for top 10. Yeah, like around top 10, top 11, top 12 area, which is a great pickup for Greg Monroe, who honestly has his career's, he hasn't been as good as he was in Detroit, and a first-round pick, which is going to be a late first-round pick, because we are pretty much sure that the Bucks, I don't even think they're in the playoffs right now, but we're, 9 games in? They're going to make the playoffs, and it's a great pickup. They didn't have to give up Brogdon, they didn't have to give up Middleton, they didn't have to give up Thon Maker, and it's a steal. So I'm wondering what the Bucks lineup is going to be late in games. Like, it's got to be probably right now Blesoe, Brogdon, because you got to play Brogdon for his defensive ability, and then you need Middleton for offense. I don't know how good of a defender Middleton is, but then you have Middleton maybe at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and then either Henson or Maker at the 5 right now. But then when Jabari Parker comes back, I have no idea what they're going to be doing. Are we going to see some Giannis at center, Jabari at the 4, Middleton, Brogdon, Blesoe, or are we going to see Blesoe, Brogdon, maybe Giannis, Jabari, and then Thon Maker or John Henson, and we don't see like Chris Middleton in the lineup, or we don't see Brogdon in the lineup? So it's going to be interesting what they're going to do down the stretch, because Brogdon was obviously a point guard. They're probably going to have to flip one of their players, being either Dellavedova or Teletovic, one of their bad contracts. But I think a team would definitely take them on if they threw them like a second-round pick or something like that, like the Nets would. I think the Nets are looking for big men, but that's not part of this video. So that's going to be an interesting team. I would say that the Bucks right now are the third best team in the Eastern Conference come playoff time. I don't see any team. I guess actually, no, that's a little disrespectful to the Raptors and Wizards. I would say that they're still in the top 6 consideration when you have Boston. Cleveland's going to be there, don't worry. Boston, Cleveland, Toronto, Washington, Milwaukee, I guess are the 5 best teams in the Eastern Conference come playoff time, no matter where their seeding is. I'm guessing Boston and Cleveland. I think Cleveland's still going to get a top 2 seed. And then say 3, 4, 5 is either Raptors, Wizards, or Bucks. So I was reading, or I saw the tweet on Wojciechowski said about the projected stuff of the pick. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. So the Bucks, it is going to be picked 11 to 16. If the Bucks are picked from 11 to 16 this year, they get the pick, which means they would have to be anywhere from a 9th, 10th seed to an 8th, 7th seed, which is probably not going to happen. So they're not going to get the pick this year. Next year, it's 4 to 16. Only way they get that pick is if Giannis, knock on wood, gets injured next year, or they're an 8 seed, which I don't see happening. In 2020, 8 to 30, which is probably going to happen. So they're probably going to get their 2020 first-round pick, because unless they get one of their top 7 worst teams in the NBA. But yeah, it's probably going to be a late first-round pick in 2020, and Greg Monroe for basically Eric Blesoe, which I guess is decent value for, I guess, what his probably value was on the market now. Obviously, with the whole Twitter thing, his value is crap, but I don't know. The protected pick sucks, because I know this happened last year with the 76ers, where they gave up Nerlens Noel for Justin Anderson and a first-round pick, which was lottery protected, and they basically got 2 seconds out of it, and Justin Anderson for Nerlens Noel, which is pretty much crap. Like, it's not good at all. So, the Suns, I don't know why you wanted Greg Monroe. Like, I would have tried to maybe contact the Pistons and try to get, like, a Stanley Johnson, or try to contact the Cavs and try to get, like, a Zizic or something younger than Greg Monroe, because you already have Alex Len, but he might be gone at the end of the year. You have Dragon Bender that you just spent a top 5 pick on 2 years ago, and you have Tyson Chandler. Unless you're planning on moving Tyson Chandler, and then Len's gone by the end of the season. I think Greg Monroe, actually, is Greg Monroe an expiring deal? Greg Monroe might be an expiring deal. I gotta figure this out. Yeah, so Greg Monroe is an unrestricted free agent this year, and I don't see the Suns bringing him back. I could see them maybe agreeing on a buyout, because he really serves no purpose there unless they feel like they can flip him at the deadline, because they're not going to be in the playoffs, obviously. They're going to be one of the bottom 5 worst teams in the NBA, at least bottom 7. They're stealing minutes from Bender, I guess, and then I just don't see it unless they plan on flipping Tyson Chandler. But now you have 4 centers running there. You have a first-rounder in a couple years, I guess. I don't know. I guess Mike James is going to be starting, and then Jules will be the backup. Then you got Booker, Jackson, and Warren, and then Chris. I don't like the move. I feel like they could have gotten someone else interesting, like just a young player that could, like, that's been maybe, quote-unquote, not living up to their potential, like a Stanley Johnson. Hasn't done that well as a top 10 pick in the NBA. Could have maybe called Detroit. like, we'll take Reggie Jackson's contract, give us Stanley Johnson, and we'll give you Eric Bledsoe. And I'm sure they would have thought about doing that or something like that. So, or they could have contacted the Cavs and maybe got Zizic, or maybe they could have been like, we'll give you like our pick next year at Blesoe for the Brooklyn. Nah, that would have been too big of a deal, and definitely too risky of a deal to give up their pick next year. But I definitely see the Bucks as a top 6 team in the Eastern Conference at least, or top 5 team. I would say, like I said before, Celtics, Cavs, Wizards, Raptors, Bucks, but I don't know what the seeding's gonna be at the end of the year. We could see the Bucks at 3, we could see the Bucks at 2, we could see the Bucks at 4, Bucks at 5. It's gonna be very interesting. I don't know when Jabari is supposed to come back. I'm gonna guess it's around Christmas time, or probably near there, near the midway point, because torn ACLs, that's his second one, so they don't want to rush him back. It's gonna be interesting to see what the lineup they're gonna run. Well, Giannis at center is not really small, but if he guards centers and still plays, I guess, the point guard or point forward role, will be interesting to see. Because then if they're gonna play Thon Maker, but if they want that rim protector and John Henson, former Tar Heel, just gotta put that out there. So it's gonna be interesting. They have a lot of talent, and then they have guys like Tony Snell coming off the bench, which is a great role player. We're gonna see what they're gonna do with Dellavedova. They got Teletovic. I'm trying to think who they have off the top of my head. They got Teletovic, Dellavedova, Tony Snell. About what they have. They got, I don't know if Rashard Vaughn gets minutes. I don't watch too many Bucks games. But I think that's going to be an interesting lineup. Let me know what you guys thought of the trade. Who do you think, or what do you think I want to know, because I think most of you guys are going to say that Bucks won the trade. Let me know in the comments what the Bucks starting lineup is going to be at the end of the year, because that's what I'm most curious about. It's obviously going to be Bledsoe at the 1. Obviously, Giannis is going to be in there. They got to play Brogdon just for defensive purposes. He's honestly turning into one of the better defenders in the league. Middleton, they got to play too. And then I don't know what they're going to do with Jabari, Thon, or Henson, who they actually play mostly. So let me know in the comments, especially you Bucks fans that know definitely more Bucks basketball than me. Let me know who you guys think will be the starting lineup when Jabari comes back. And then the Suns, I don't know what they're going to do. I would say the smartest move, he's a free agent this year. Might as well buy him out. Just give more minutes to Bender and try to progress him and develop him. Because if Greg Monroe's just going to steal minutes from Bender, then there's really no point in really him serving there. He's what? He's almost 30, or he is, let's see, does it tell me on this? He's 27, so he's still young, but he's definitely not somebody you want to throw $18 million at in the offseason. He's probably, I don't know if he's getting extra a lot of money, but he should definitely not be in the Suns' future plans at all. They should definitely just take that first-round pick, just stockpile the picks, and hopefully in 2020, when who's there, LaMelo Ball? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Yeah, I guess LaMelo Ball, but it's going to be the Bucks pick. It's not going to be a top pick. I don't know. I don't agree with the Suns trade. I feel like they kind of got robbed a little bit. The Bucks basically got a top 12 point guard for a center that's not good at defense and really wasn't going to be there after this year anyway, and a late first-round pick, which is basically nothing. Very late first, and the Suns have not drafted a late first-round pick to be a stud recently, unless you count Devin Booker as late, but he was mid-draft. It's just there's not that many great NBA players recently that were drafted that are late. So the odds of the Suns drafting a stud at pick 26 in 2020 isn't the best odds for a top 12 point guard. But you know what? He wants it out. You got to get something for the dollar, which they did. So it's better than getting nothing, or better than releasing him or buying him out, obviously. So yeah, I give the W to the Milwaukee Bucks in this trade. I give obviously the L to the Suns. Obviously they had to do it, but it's gonna be interesting to see where the Bucks are gonna rely here or lay on at the end of the year. Where are they gonna be seated? Are they gonna be out the Wizards and Raptors, or are they gonna be out the Celtics? We'll see. I think they were not in the playoff race technically right now, but it's 9 games in the year, or they might be, but they're at the end of the Eastern Conference in the top 8. But yeah, I see them honestly probably making. I'll give my prediction right now. I'll say they get the 4 seed. I'll say Washington ends up getting the 3 seed. Raptors get the 5. I'm going to get hate on them for saying them at the 3 or the 4. I guess I think they're going to push for the 4-3. I do think the Cavs are going to get the 2 seed or the 1 seed, and the Celtics are going to get the 1 or the 2 seed. But we'll definitely see what happens at the end of the year. I love seeing these big players get traded. Also, besides letting me know who the Bucks lineup is going to be, let me know who you guys are think are going to get traded next in the NBA. I guess the next big trade in the NBA is going to be technically big trade is going to be Jahlil Okafor, and then we'll see obviously more trades when the trade deadline comes, which is basically Christmas season for us NBA fans. So yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see if this video can get over 1,000 thumbs up, and let me know in the comments who you guys think will get traded next. I'm going to guess it's going to be Jahlil Okafor, and then let me know who you think the Bucks starting lineups going to be at the end of the year. So I'll give the Bucks a W on this trade, and yeah, so that's going to be for me. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully a double upload today with the Ultimate Rebuilding Series, I think number 6 or 5 at the end of today. My Sony Vegas has just been, it's been crapping on me. I go home in about 10 days for Thanksgiving break for a nice 11 days. So you guys are going to get a lot of double uploads, a lot of better quality videos because I'll be at home, not have home, and I'll have a lot more free time and free space and just a lot more freedom where I don't got to worry about a roommate or I don't got to be stuck in here and I don't got to worry about classes, and I should be able to get good quality videos and I can stockpile them up. And then new series coming soon, the ENS series or ESA series. So yeah, that's going to be for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Hopefully I see you guys later today with the double upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.